Hi everyone, welcome to ZyNerd's NEET PG Information Series. All India Round 2 results have been declared, and congratulations to all the candidates who have been allotted seats in All India Round 2, and wishing you all the best for joining. In this video, we'll have a look at a few queries and clarifications that have been posted by candidates in various forums, and also the rules of All India Round 2 joining. We'll start with the basic rules of All India Round 2 joining. Once you join an All India Round 2 seat, you will not be able to resign. This, I'm sure everyone knows this by now. This is based on the Supreme Court order in the Darussalam case as quoted by MCC. So once you join an All India Round 2 seat, the All India Round 2 seat may be an upgraded seat from an All India Round 1 seat, or maybe a seat that you have been allotted fresh in All India Round 2. If you join that seat, you will not be able to resign. You're not eligible for any other counseling, and your name and roll number will be shared by DGHS to all, basically MCC, to all the counseling authorities, all the state counseling authorities, and they are not supposed to allot you in any other counseling. So this would become your final seat from NEET PG 2021. So this is a decision that you need to make, and it is highly likely that since you filled the choices that you prefer, you would make this decision. And for candidates who have joined an All India Round 1 seat, continued with that seat into All India Round 2 choice filling, and now have not been upgraded in All India Round 2, they cannot resign their All India Round 1 seat. There was a notification on 19th January 2022 by MCC on this. So once you join an All India Round 1 seat, continue with it into All India Round 2, give consent, and you're not upgraded, your All India Round 1 seat is considered equivalent to an All India Round 2 joint seat, and you will not be able to resign that seat. So the rules are the same as an All India Round 2 joint seat, and that will be your final seat. Your name and roll number will once again be shared with all the counseling authorities, and you will not be eligible for any other counseling. And this may be your last seat in NEET PG 2021. Now, seat penalty, course discontinuation penalty, security deposit forfeiture have nothing to do with this clause. This is a clause which clearly mentions that you are not eligible for any other counseling, irrespective of whatever other rules are. Second, you may have been allotted a seat in All India Round 2, and you have decided already not to join. So what would happen in that case? Your security deposit is forfeited. The 2 lakhs or the 10K or the 25K that you have paid to MCC is forfeited. You can attend All India mock-up through fresh registration. You will have to repay your registration fees and the security deposit, and you will be eligible for All India mock-up. There is a query from candidates who have registered for deemed but have been allotted an All India quota or a DNB seat and are not planning to join that seat, on whether the 2 lakhs will be forfeited or the amount less 25K or 10K, basically 1.75 lakhs or 1.9 lakhs would be refunded. So till last year, candidates had faced challenges, but this year, when anyone calls up MCC, they are responding saying that except for the 25K or 10K, the rest of the amount would be refunded if you don't join an All India Round 2 allotted seat, which is an AAQ or a DNB seat. But please check with MCC directly. You can call them up and then take a confirmation from them and take a decision. Third, if you're not allotted in All India Round 2, you don't have a seat against your roll number in the list, against your rank in the list in All India Round 2 allotment, then irrespective of whether you resigned an earlier seat in All India Round 1 or you took free exit in All India Round 1, as long as you're not allotted in All India Round 2, you're eligible for All India mock-up through the same registration. You don't have to re-register again. You attended All India Round 2 with a registration and with no seat in hand, and you have not been allotted a seat in All India Round 2, you will be eligible for All India mock-up through the same registration. AAR1 free exit or joining and resignation would not matter here. And All India Round 2 joining, the documents that are required for All India Round 2 are the allotment letter, the relieving letter, the list of documents that are the essential documents that are mentioned by MCC in the portal, and then you will have to you'll have to pay the fees at the All India Round 2 institute. In each of the scenarios, the fee payment may be a little different based on whether you took a DNB seat in All India Round 1 or Round 2. So we'll come to that. And before the last date of reporting, you plan to complete the joining. 7 days is what usually MCC provides for all joinings, especially in Round 2. They've even cut it short to 5 days earlier, and it has worked for MCC. It is a little difficult for the candidate. It's understandable that certain candidates have to go to the All India Round 1 institute to get relieved, etc. Those concerns are very much valid, but still plan for joining a day before the deadline at least, so that you don't miss the deadline. As of now, this is the deadline. 24th is the deadline, so don't plan assuming that MCC will extend. As far as the allotment letter is concerned, you have the allotment letter currently available in the portal after the final results are out. The relieving letter is provided by the All India Round 1 Institute. This is relevant for those who already hold an All India Round 1 seat and have been upgraded to an All India Round 2 seat. The relieving letter is generated from the portal by the All India Round 1 Institute. In case you have your originals with you, then you can call up the All India Round 1 Institute and request them to email you the relieving letter. That should be more than enough. But last year MCC had a provision of providing the relieving letter to over email. They had even notified that the institute, All India Round 1 Institute, can provide a relieving letter over email to the candidate. But please ensure that you call up, in case you want to avoid travel, please ensure that you call up the All India Round 1 Institute and check whether this is possible through email, so that you can avoid travel. And documents in original documents are required. So if you have deposited your original documents in All India Round 1 Institutes, anyways you will have to go to the All India Round 1 Institute to collect the originals. Admit card is also required. Admit card need not necessarily be the same one that you carried earlier. A printout of the admit card with a new photos stuck on it is fine, perfectly fine. If you can't find your admit card, you can write to NBE through the communications portal. The communications portal link is mentioned below. Just provide your NEET PG roll number and your credentials, and NBE would be sending you a link in a day, and you will be able to download your admit card through the link. So the link for the NBE Communications portal is mentioned in the description. Payment of fees, we'll come to that at a later point in time, and the last date of reporting we are repeating. Do not expect an extension and plan to complete joining at least a day before the deadline. What are the steps for All India Round 2 joining? You may be in 4 different scenarios as far as All India Round 2 is concerned. The timelines are mentioned in the description. Scenario 1 is when you are holding an no All India Round 1 seat and you are not allotted seat in All India Round 2. Scenario 2 is when you are holding no All India Round 1 seat and you are freshly allotted a seat in All India Round 2. Scenario 3 is when you're holding an All India Round 1 seat and you retained it. And scenario 4 is when you're holding an All India Round 1 seat and you got upgraded in All India Round 2. So these are the 4 scenarios. Depending upon which one is relevant, go to the timelines mentioned in the description and just have a look at whatever scenario that is relevant for you and ignore the rest. First scenario, you're not holding an All India Round 1 seat and you are not allotted a seat in All India Round 2. Nothing to be done. You can continue with state round 2s if you're eligible for state round 2s. You're eligible for All India mop-up through the same registration as All India Round 2. So no need to register again for All India mop-up. Your free exit of All India Round 1 seat or resignation of All India Round 1 seat is not relevant. You are eligible for mop-up as long as you don't have an allotment against your name in All India Round 2. So that is pretty much clear. This is for those who are holding no All India Round 1 seat and not allotted in All India Round 2. And second, this is the second scenario. This is scenario 2. You are not holding an All India Round 1 seat and you have been freshly allotted a seat in All India Round 2. So basically this would come in as a fresh allotment in the remarks. And if you're so what you need to do is first go into All India Round 2 Institute for reporting. That is the fundamental thing that needs to be done. You need your originals as well as you need to check with the institute on whether any additional documents are required, like migration certificate or other certificates are required. Then take those certificates and then you can go on to join report at the All India Round 2 Institute. If you're holding a state Round 1 seat, then you collect the originals from the state Round 1 seat, get relieved from your state Round 1 seat, and then move on to report it to the All India Round 2 seat. It is not required to take a relieving letter as such from the state Round 1 Institute. It is not relevant as far as this scenario is concerned, but it is always better to go to the state Round 1 Institute and officially resign your seat and go on to join your All India Round 2 Institute. In case you have your originals with you even after joining your state Round 1 Institute, you don't need to go or don't need to get relieved. Just directly report to the All India Round 2 Institute. What about the fee paid? In case you had paid a fee for an All India Round 1 allotted DNB institute, let's say you were allotted a seat in All India Round 1, you did not join or joined and resigned. Therefore, you were not holding an All India Round 1 seat, but you had paid the fee to NBE. already you had paid 1.475 lakhs, and your second round seat is also a DNB seat. In that case, you don't need to make the fee payment again. In all other scenarios, you will have to make the fee payment for the All India Round 2 Institute. If the All India Round 2 Institute is an MDMS institute, you will have to make you will have to pay the fee at the institute directly. If the All India Round 2 Institute is a DNB institute, you will have to pay the fee to NBE. A link will be shared with you in your allotment letter. It would have been already shared with you in your allotment letter. This is the same irrespective of whether you had reported, you're allotted in All India Round 1 and not reported, or allotted in All India Round 1 and resigned. As long as you're not holding a seat and are freshly allotted a seat in All India Round 2, this is the scenario and the requirements for joining. The third scenario, you've retained an All India Round 1 seat. Fundamentally, you were holding an All India Round 1 seat before All India Round 2 started. You filled your choices holding an All India Round 1 seat, and now you have not been upgraded, or you did not fill your choices, or you did not opt for upgradation. In all three cases, you would have retained your All India Round 1 seat. And in this scenario, there's nothing that needs to be done in All India Round 1 seat institute. As far as admission formalities are concerned, you will not have any allotment letter to download. You don't need to go back to your All India Round 1 institute and get another admission letter. Nothing is to be done. You're already admitted, that admission continues. But what you need to do is, you need to check with your All India Round 1 institute on the course details, or on the course commencement date. Basically, you will need to check with them on when the course commences, and basically if you have not started your duties yet, connect with the institute voluntarily, check with them on course commencement, and join the institute on the date of join duties on the date of course commencement. That is what is left as far as this scenario is concerned. In case you have not submitted any documents like bond, migration certificate, etc., while moving to the All India Round 1 institute, you ensure that you take it from your home location or your institute location, so that you don't have to travel back. The next scenario, the last one, is an upgradation scenario, where you held an All India Round 1 seat, and then you have been upgraded to a new All India Round 2 seat, and you would like to join that seat. So what happens? What would have happened? You would have already deposited your originals in All India Round 1 Institute, or you would have done some admission formalities in your All India Round 1 Institute. In this scenario, what do I do? So you connect with your All India Round 1 Institute for your relieving letter. That is required. Your relieving letter is required to be generated from the MCC portal login for you to get admitted in your All India Round 2 Institute. So this will be done by the All India Round 1 Institute. This, like we mentioned, you can collect it either through email, if the institute is willing to send it to you across through email. This is relevant to get it through email only if you have your originals with you. You haven't deposited your originals. If you have not deposited your originals, you will have to obviously go back to the All India Round 1 Institute, collect the originals, and along with it collect the relieving letter generated from MCC, and then go back to the All India Round 2 Institute for joining. Now check on refund of the All India Round 1 fee. When you collect your originals, or when you connect with the All India Round 1 Institute, if the All India Round 1 Institute is an MDMS seat, Round 1 seat is an MDMS seat, check with them on how they would refund the fee, and when they would refund the fee, or if there are any formalities or requests that need to be given for collecting back the fee amount that you paid for All India Round 1 Institute. Report to the All India Round 2 Institute now with the originals and the relieving letter. That is enough. In this case, you may be under one of these three scenarios. Your All India Round 1 Institute is a DNB institute, and All India Round 2 is an MDMS institute. In this scenario, you will still have to pay the entire fee for your MDMS institute and All India Round 2. There is no adjustment. Your fees paid to NBE earlier, 1.475 lakhs, would be later refunded after the counseling process is over. NBE will request for details. You will send across your joining details of your All India Round 2 MDMS institute, and claim the 1.7475 lakhs refund. This will happen at a later stage. NBE will communicate. So wait for communication from NBE. As of now, pay fees to All India Round 2 Institute, which is MDMS. The second scenario is for if your All India Round 1 Institute is DNB and All India Round 2 Institute is also a DNB institute, no fee payment is required at the R2 Institute. Only originals and relieving letter based joining formalities are to be done. Third, if your scenario is, if your All India Round 1 Institute is MDMS and All India Round 2 Institute is a DNB institute, you will get a refund from your All India Round 1 Institute after some deduction. So you would have checked with your All India Round 1 Institute on how the reduction is going to happen, when you're going to get the fee payment and the fee refund and the formalities. For All India Round 2 joining, you will have to make a payment of 1.475 lakhs to NBE for All India Round 2. So both are distinct. In any case, you have to make a payment. In this scenario of MDMS to DNB, you will have to make a fee payment of 1.475 lakhs to All India Round to NBE if your All India Round 2 institute is a DNB seat. And fundamentally, all this has nothing to do with your security deposit that you paid to to MCC. So basically, your fee payment is between you and the institute, and you will have to manage it, or you and NB, and you will have to manage it accordingly. And the next major question that we have been receiving is on the eligibility for All India Mop-up. We will come back to you. We will ensure that we put in a detailed clarification of the eligibility for All India Mop-up and the rules governing it. And there is a lot of different rules across states, and basically, so that is creating a lot of confusion. We'll try to clarify all that in a subsequent video. Thank you for watching this video. Hope it was helpful, and wishing you all the best again for your All India Round 2 joining. Thank you.